tell us a little bit about your company?
Yeah, certainly. We're a mortgage broking company. Essentially, we deal with financial products. We deal with, we're basically an intermediary between the clients and the banks. We try and do whatever the banks do, but we try and do it all under one roof. So if you go to one bank and you've obviously got, the choices you've got with one bank, if you come through our doors, if our people go and see you, then they basically bring all the banks to you. We're very unique in our setup. We've got very few people working in this office itself, because this is basically just a processing office. Most of our sales staff on the road. We've got about 100 consultants now that go out there, and they've got managers who look after them, and they go and basically represent our company, take all the bank's products to the clients' homes. We do all our interviews at the client's house. And when the files do come in, what we use this office to do is just to process those files and ensure that their home loans or their credit cards or whatever it is gets settled on time. That's basically what we do here.
Okay. Do you use any sort of ERP system to monitor the business?
ERP in what regards? What is it?
Like MIOB, things like...
Oh, we do. Yeah, we do. We had to go with MYOB. We do have another office in Bangalore in India, where a lot of our processing is done. So we are trying to outsource our accounts to them at the moment as well, because we tried to do it in-house, but it obviously required another staff to be employed. And our accounting is very simple, because we get paid straight from the banks, and we pay our people, so it's not very complicated. We didn't really need a person employed full-time to do that. So we found it cheaper to actually outsource this to India. But before we did that, for about 12 months, we tried to do it in-house using MYOB. Yeah.
Now, how do you measure the performance?
Used to be MYOB. Prior to that, it used to be good old Excel, where we did all our profit and loss and all did through Excel. A bit messy, but as I said, our business is very simple. We only get revenue from one source, and our expenses are very varied. We've only got overheads. Our people get paid when they sort of obviously write loans. So we didn't really require something very complicated. So Excel did the job, but then we grew bigger and bigger, and then we had to fall back on MYOB. And we're probably at the stage now where we've just grown again, and we might be looking at something a bit more technical sort of going forward.
What does MYOB mean to your business, sort of pages and
MYOB, I think it's certainly made our life simpler, in the sense that everything is very categorized. We certainly have much better record keeping. There's actually 2 more directors apart from myself, and it certainly helps us review our expenses and our revenue monthly and be able to make better decisions based on MYOB. It's actually quite an eye-opener, because Excel does a lot, but it actually can't sort of go that one step further and give reports as you require it.
Right.
So it really certainly did help our decision making. It did, yeah.
Good. Have you heard about Adempiere?
No, I haven't actually.
Adempiere is a free source ERP system.
Oh, okay.
It's very similar to MIOB. You get more support than like
Right.
MIOB and stuff.
Okay.
Better stop it now. Sorry, this is Adempiere.
Okay.
And that's the main screen. Like
Right.
It shows you the invoices and open invoice
Right.
and stuff. It shows the measurements and everything in here. So you got all. There you go. It's pretty much what MIOB does.
Okay.
Because do it for your business is like
Okay,
free
right.
The Adempiere. Pretty much.
I think
Or adding suppliers.
yeah, that's right.
Because like you can customize it to your
Okay.
business. So
Oh, good.
if you have clients, it'll make your database kind of a lot more simple to use.
All right. Okay.
And
Excellent.
if you want to bring up any client, all the details will come.
Oh, excellent. Okay. Oh, good.
Also invoice tax. Okay, this is one of the basic functions of Adempiere.
Yep.
Which will show you to
Uh-huh.
help you to create the invoice. We'll ask for the organization, which is you can, by default it's HQ, but you can make it as yours if
Right.
you install it here.
Uh-huh.
We'll ask for the date invoice, you can put up the date and all that. The account date, the tax.
Uh-huh.
The normal GST is around 10% I think.
10%, yep.
But there's other stuff like CT and exempt and GST, PST and all that.
So you can choose any of
So
those.
you can choose any of that. And it will update by itself too.
That's
And
excellent.
the document type, you can also export it to Excel and
I
some
can do
other
that,
stuff.
okay,
You can,
alright, good.
Yeah, XML and everything.
Okay. And that invoice is actually linked to all the other accounts,
Yes, it is, yeah.
like all the creditors
Yeah.
and debtors and all that. Yeah, that's right. It's better than mine.
Yeah, partner relationship.
Study that, that's a good computer.
Yeah, that's the business partner group.
Like in future, if you merge with any business or
Right. Yep.
like, that's
Yep.
what you need to do.
Yep. That's actually quite good because we do that a lot. We do take over our
Other businesses. Other
yeah,
companies.
we've got the brokers come and join us, and then we take over their business if they're willing to be acquired.
Yeah.
So that's certainly it's kind of to integrate them into ours. Yeah, it's quite. So once you okay, sure.
I think you've already answered some of them. But,
Okay, sure. Yeah.
What methods are you currently using in your accounting department?
At the moment, it's a good question. Basically, in terms of our sales, we do get invoiced. It's called what's it called? It's actually generated from the person who pays us. So I think it's called a creditor-generated invoice or something like that. So we get paid from a company called Plan that basically act for all the banks together. They get all our commissions, they pay directly to us. So they generate the invoices, that takes care of our sales side. In terms of paying our consultants and our division managers, we generate invoices here. So the record keeping we do basically do is every time a loan settles that we've got to pay someone for, we get an entry into a in-house software, which is called the CRM. We track that entry and then we generate an invoice using either MYOB or Excel, and then we pay our people that way. So it's basically, that's basically what we do. In terms of other expenses like petty cash and all that, obviously we've got people who keep records of all that, and end of the month it all gets reconciled, it all gets pumped onto MYOB, and we sort of go from there.